Hey, we have Sean.
Sean.
What's up, Sean?
Hey,
Owen.
how are you guys doing?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you. And you? Take a seat here.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't ask Goldbeck to draw their startup on here. The US startup. Don't worry. Cool. Okay, Cyphra Autonomy. Yeah, Sean, tell us like what your role is at Cyphra, and then we'll go into the questions.
Awesome. Yeah, so co-founder and CEO. And just focused on making robots easy to operate so they can move stuff around on job sites
Is it
automatically.
wheelbarrows actually, or there's something else to wheelbarrows?
Yeah, so I would say like haulers or wheelbarrow is a good term, but the load capacity is like quite a bit more than a wheelbarrow, a standard wheelbarrow. So we have two platforms right now. One's 1,100 pound payload, and it has a hydraulic dump. And it looks like a little dump truck, really. Mm-hmm. And then our other platform's a tracked flatbed model, 2,200 pound payload. So
Wow.
It's like 600 kilograms and like 1 ton.
yeah, exactly.
And what kind of materials would this be?
So really, whatever you want to. So I guess aggregates for one. Like we started in residential landscape construction, so just doing like dirts, gravels, all that sort. And that's where the bin platform is nice. But then I think as we've been transitioning to larger scale construction, pallets of materials shakeout and staging are big use cases, and then really just whatever pipe, hauling around whatever needs going somewhere on the job
humans.
site. Yeah.
Can humans sit on there and get like a ride around?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That was like the first
much
thing.
of us.
Dietrich's favorite game is get in the
Yeah. You could just see someone like as soon as this comes to sight, they're like, yeah, let me have a go.
Yeah.
What I'm curious is, like, let's say there's a load here, and you need to get it on there. So do you steer the robot, or it is programmed in a way that it runs itself?
Yeah, so we have autonomy on board. We have forward-facing camera, GPS.
Do you need to have like iPad to program where it's going? How does it work?
Yeah, so either like a Android tablet right now, or an Android device, just like a phone. Mm-hmm. And so we have two modes. We have manual mode, where if you're doing something fine, you're squeezing through a tight doorway, it's nice to have the tactile feedback. Mm-hmm. And then teaching it paths and running it in autonomous modes. You could basically show it once and then save that path really easy into a library.
Okay.
And then you could say, hey, just go across site to John, and it would navigate its way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, can you just explain? I have two questions, but I'll start with one. What's the extent of the issue? Like, how much is moving materials around a job site costing? Do you know, in terms of absolute figure, how much it would be costing, or is there other issues like time wasted or injuries that might come with lifting heavy stuff?
Yeah. So I mean, I think the really big, from a time perspective, I think the figure is not far off. It's a hard thing to quantify, but general laborers on any construction site, millions of sites across the world, spend almost half their day just moving material, getting stuff where it needs to be, when it needs to be there. And then from a safety perspective, one anecdote that we had from a pilot site that we were on was it was larger data center project, every single week, recordable injury, so just folks destroying their bodies, and that's kind of where we're focused, is keep people safe, cut down on the injuries, but then I think equally important is keep labor force strong for tomorrow. Because when you're worn out, it's one thing if you're doing it one day,
that's a good point.
but it's not one day, it's one day and then the next day and forever
At the end
until
of
you
the week,
retire. You were doing hard
work
work
anymore.
Yeah.
Is there? Are you thinking about automating the loading of the dirt or soil or whatever aggregate?
Yeah, so right now we're focused on transit. So next phase for us is attachments to be able to, depending on the material, match what material is being moved. And right now we're focused on just the in-between. So the most efficient operations would be for some of the pilot cases that are large scale utility solar applications, they would have somebody still in the laydown yard picking and placing, but now they could just be doing what that skid is good at, is picking and placing, and what humans are really good at, and then the in-between is just handled by the robots to get it out to the field.
Interesting. And is it taken directly from delivery to where it's needed on a job site, or is it like moved from, I don't know, tech comes off the back of the truck, is placed here, actually needs to be over here, or is it coming like directly from the truck, like, into where it needs to be?
No, that's a great point, and I think it's where a huge opportunity is you could almost, there's a lot of like lay down yard and then sub lay down wherever we can get space to get it to now where it finally needs to be, this sort of like rehandling that happens on job sites that in theory on a grand scale we could eliminate, you know, where like in theory you could be taking it right off of the load and then disseminating out in the field and almost eliminate, if not all lay down yards. Obviously that'd be a pretty tall order, but to a degree some where it's like, no, these can get where they need to be.
That's cool. And can it operate in like tight spots? Like if you have like a high-rise building with whatever walls and core and other stuff in the way, maybe would it be able to like navigate?
Yeah, so right now indoor where the tech stack's at right now, indoor navigation is like beta, you know, early beta. Yeah. And so we're more focused, at least when people see the autonomy ROI on outdoor applications, but I think you can still manually steer inside, and that's in the roadmap is getting,
It takes a while to develop these things.
Exactly.
Sean, what is your target market? Large developers, builders, or maybe small? I saw some videos on, I think on one of the marketing materials, and looks like it's a great device, great robot for smaller size. Yeah. What's your thoughts here? Where's your TAM?
Yeah, so I think I actually kind of focused on larger scale horizontal sites, at least very, very immediately. So like general requirements work.
Someone can say that for large scale projects, there's very large trucks, which would be taking this there to or aggregate to a certain area, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. But I think that like what we're talking about, the rehandling, where the truck almost never can get it exactly where it needs to be, you know? And then on large sites, that last mile, call it, is still quite long, and it's still people chucking rebar on their shoulder, walking, you know what I mean, a couple 100 yards to get it where it needs to be.
This is very fascinating. I have a lot of questions, but I'm very conscious of the time that we have. I was going to ask you just roughly, like, what is the split now, like, focus between hardware and the software side of what you're doing?
Yeah, I don't want to say 50-50, but like, I guess as a company, we're more focused on integration, the autonomy, the ease of use that happens in the field, where like everyday folks are actually able to interact with and use robots and run autonomous paths and make it really, really easy so it actually gets used.
Yes.
You know, so, and from the vehicle perspective, it's almost like insert vehicle chassis here, where it can look however we want, and we're open to, and that's part of the I guess, innovation push on the attachments side is being able, bin if you're doing debris cleanup, or pipe rack if you're hauling pipe, or whatever it may be that you need. But I would say a little more focus on the software side, just because
you need people to use it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very easy UX, right? And it needs to do exactly what someone wants to do without being too complicated, because otherwise
I think a common thing as well in these industries, people really underestimate like how important that ease of use is for people in the field, because they don't want to spend an extra time like
no programming,
like how do I use this. They literally want to pick up the form, go like this, and it just does what it needs to do.
I think like engineers, sometimes you even subconsciously do this, where you leave something complicated so that you get to be the fancy engineer that comes in and, you guys need me to operate this. But it's really kind of lazy engineering. You know, it's like, take it the last 20 yards and make it so anybody can use it. And now, but it's scary because it's like, well, you're no longer needed.
Damn. How are you thinking about pricing model? Are you going to sell them, or are you going to rent them? Yeah,
so like for early customers and pilots and sort of POCs that we're doing, we want to do a lease model, you know, so per vehicle monthly, just to stay really tapped into the workflows, because I think that's for early ones very, very important. But I think on a grand scale, it could be we can get to a good price point where it would be an outright sale, and just kind of standard equipment model would make sense.
Take some time to develop these things too. You're not going to get it right straight out the park. Okay, tell us a little bit about Boost. What's the best thing you got out of it? Out of the program?
Yeah, I think amazing program. It's been really, really incredible for us and powerful. I think the best thing we got out of it probably was just the amount of days on site,
Nice.
and working with folks and getting robots. And it's, you have an advocate, you have like another founder basically that's on your team that is very tapped into construction and knows people in construct, you know what I mean? So it's almost it's like the perfect co-founder. That you need to kind of help you along the way, really.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah.
What was the most surprising?
Most surprising thing of just the whole Boost program?
Yeah.
I think there's like a lot of hesitancy, and you almost make up all these like demons in your head about bringing robots to a job site of like, oh, everybody's gonna hate this, or oh, it's gonna steal my job. And I think honestly, the most surprising thing was like positive reception. One from just like labor as a whole on site, and then two from like the older generation that you would think would be almost like a lot of times they were the most excited.
These things are replacing, saving a lot of energy.
Yeah,
exactly.
Calories, right?
job.
Saving a lot of joint pains.
And it's always, you make it up in your head where people are going to be like scared or unhappy about it, but in reality, the people that are doing the work, they know it's going to help. You know what I mean? They see, they're like, oh, this does suck. Yeah, give me that thing. Let it do it for me.
And everyone would love to ride a robot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's another
fun fact.
It makes good short form content, that's for sure. Shall we do the challenge?
Yes.
Okay, Sean, you have 15 seconds to draw a picture of your startup.
Okay.
Maybe don't draw the robot because that would be kind of cheating.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see how you visualize
in
this
there?
stuff.
Don't
It could be in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have 15 seconds, right? So you have to go quick.
Okay, all right.
I'll count for you. Is my off the cuff counting good? I think we've got 3, 2,
4,
1.
3, 2.
Ah! See my incredible artistry.
There we go. That's Cyphra.
I might have to explain it.
No.
I got in
can
a
explain
chair,
that.
he's got a drink, and
Yeah.
he's got his phone, just sending the robot.
Oh, okay.
Is it a beer?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, no, you
More
can't
so in
drink and
construction.
operate.
That would be the dream, right?
Yeah.
Unlocking legal drinking on construction job sites. That's what we really do.
Yeah. It's not drinking and driving if you're not driving it.
Cool.
Just steering.
Yeah.
Nice. I think we will have Dig Energy coming in a second.
Why Cyphra? Cyphra or Cyphra?
Yeah,
How
Cyphra.
did you come up with?
So I guess how it started was we started just developing interface software for drones and robots and whatever unmanned system. And the first product was voice control, actually. So it was deciphers human language, turns it into robot language, And then obviously since we've integrated that into a more holistic solution, focused on construction.
Nice.
But
Where do you want to focus now? Next few months.
yeah, so I think mainly robots out in the field, on site, getting use so that we can prove ROI for different workflows and just keep getting that feedback loop of product better is kind of the main focus for the coming months. We have some larger scale pilots that we have scheduled, and then trying to get more and branch out and just learn more about operations in the field, really. So, yeah.
All right, Sean. Thank you so much. Good
Yeah,
luck. Good
thank
luck
you
this
guys.
afternoon as
Yeah,
well. Are you bringing
yeah.
a robot here?
Yeah, we got them downstairs. Yeah.
We will get that.
Absolutely. We'll get you guys on them.
Yeah. Cool, man. All right. Good luck. Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
See you soon.